If you are looking at getting a Capital One Venture X card and you're looking at the cost of it and you're worried about that, let me just tell you my first impressions after having it less than a week. So I signed up for the account over the weekend. It has now been about 5 or 6 days since I signed up for it. And I saw some comments. I'd read a few things online about people saying, oh, sign up for it and cancel at 11 months and don't have to pay the fee and all that stuff. I was charged the $400 annual fee. It showed up probably 3 days after I had the card. So if you think that you're going to do that, just an FYI, they charge you that fee pretty quickly. But one of the other things is they also have already added this $300 travel credit to Capital One Travel. So I'm already able to use that. Of course, as soon as you get the card, you can sign up for TSA PreCheck or Global Entry, and you can use that perk from it as well. They give you bonus miles on your anniversary. So there are some ways that balances out pretty quickly. But again, I've already been charged that $400 annual fee. So just a heads up, if you think you're going to put it off and cancel at the last minute, it's not going to happen. The other part of that is if you look at the promo that they have going on, as of recording this video, they'll give you 75,000 bonus miles if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. Just think about what you normally spend. And if you have the money in a debit account or if you have the cash available to pay that off, $4,000 might sound like a lot, but if you are able to pay your utilities, you're able to pay your car insurance, any of your groceries, the cost of groceries is very high right now. And so if you're spending $200 a week on groceries or $400 a month or whatever that amount is, if you're able to put that onto a credit card and then immediately pay it off with the cash you would normally use to pay that, then all of that can go into it. So you certainly can be enticed to get all these miles and spend thousands of dollars to do it. But if you just sit down and budget it out first before you sign up for the card and say, how much money am I actually spending already that I could just put on the card and then pay back off with the cash that I have? And if that's close to it, or if that amount is relatively reasonable for your financial situation, then it may make sense to do that and just get those bonus miles while you're paying that card off at the same time. The other part is if you have some savings for Christmas or some savings for birthdays coming up every summer, they have an Amazon Prime Day, so you can use those deals that you have for purchasing gifts for people. Buy them early, buy them in July during Amazon Prime Day. Use your Capital One Venture X card for that. It's the things you're already going to buy during the year anyway. And then just put them on the card and then pay it off immediately with some of that savings that you have. So those are just some tips for you that hopefully make it a little bit more manageable. I know a lot of people are a little bit scared by spending that amount of money and then having a $400 annual fee. And it's certainly something to consider. So don't take that lightly. Definitely recommend sitting down, writing out a budget, see how much money that you have, where your money is going, and does it even make sense to do it this way? But if you're wise with it and you use it in the right way, you can certainly get a lot of miles. You can get a lot of perks. If you travel regularly, it can be a huge help at airports. You can get a lot of miles built up for travel. So a lot of things that you can do with it. So hopefully this has helped give a little bit different perspective on why it's important to budget those numbers out, why it's important to look at the overall perks of the card. Are you going to use those perks? Are you going to use this travel credit for TSA or Global Entry? Are you going to do the things that you're allowed to do, you're able to do with this card and utilize the perks? If so, and if you're already going to be doing those, then it may make a lot of sense for you to get this card. So hopefully this video helps. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, I'd appreciate a like and a share and a subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you. Hey, just a note here to say, if you are interested in the Capital One Venture X card, it has a lot of great benefits, a lot of great perks to it, but it is $400 a year. And if you do want the additional bonus miles, right now they're offering 75,000 bonus miles if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. If you want all of that sounds great. All of that sounds enticing, but don't forget that you have to consult with a financial advisor if you have issues with past struggles with your finances. Certainly think that there's a lot of benefits to it, and I'll go through some of those benefits in another video. But if you are worried about the possible financial implications of opening this card, don't let the enticement excite you. Don't let all the perks excite you if you feel like this is going to be financially poor decision making for you overall. You still have to be wise. You still have to make the right choices. And you certainly don't want to do something that's going to put a lot of pressure on yourself and your family. So take these videos for what they are. If you like the video, if you've enjoyed watching it, if you learned anything, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe and sharing the information. But ultimately, I certainly don't want to know about anybody having financial hardship because they were enticed to get this card. Make great decisions for yourself and have a great day.